Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you all are going to have a lovely feast and be thankful for everything in your life. I think that's very important. Count your blessings, and we all have them. So sometimes it's a little harder to find them than other times, but I think it helps keep us on a positive path when we look more towards what we have instead of what we don't have. So there's that old saying, you can have anything, but you can't have everything. So that's relatively true. So today's coffee is dark chocolate hazelnut. It was very good. I think that's my last pod, and I had gotten that from Aldi's, and I would definitely buy that again. Very tasty. And we're going to have a high of 48 degrees today, but they actually had snow in the forecast, so I don't know. Could be a crazy day. So today my family is going to to my ex-husband's house, and I'll be going there as well. And I'm taking a vegetarian meat, and I'll make my own gravy, and I already made some stuffing a couple days ago, well, a few days ago. So I'll take that along, and that way I'll have my own vegetarian meal. So I have a few things that I want to get done before I go. I have a load of laundry in the dryer that I want to put away. I'm trying really hard to get my house in order and to keep up with things and not let them pile up like my laundry. I'm notorious for letting my laundry pile up, and then it's an all-day project to get it done, which is ridiculous for one person. So, yeah, it's raining out this morning, so no snow so far. We'll have to see. I hope we don't get snow today, because I can't stay home, and, well, I could, but I don't want to stay home, so I don't know. My son might be bringing my mom along if she wants to come. Sometimes she wants to go, and sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she likes to just stay home and rest. But, I hope she does participate in the holidays this year, because at 95, you never know. I mean, we never know anyway, but, I have to call her in a little while and ask her what she wants to do. So anyway, let's give the coffee a little bit of homemade cream. Made this the other day. Chocolate caramel creamer. So far it hasn't separated, but I whisked it up with my little whisk, so maybe that's why. But it's pretty good. I like the International Delight and the Walmart creamer better, but this has less stuff in it. So we'll see. I have enough to make more, and I'll make another batch. Maybe I'll try a different flavor. I don't know. But cheers. Yes, that will do nicely. So, I wanted to thank you all very, very, very much for all your kind words and your prayers for my Chloe. And hopefully, I'm going to try some herbal medicine with her that the vet gave me. One of them is turkey tail, and then the other one, I can't read because it's a Chinese package of some sort. But it was given to me by the vet, so this is it right here. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but it's Yunnan Baiyao Herbal Supplement. So, and 2 capsules by mouth every 8 hours. And then she suggested that I order from Amazon the turkey tail, so I'll do that too. And hopefully it'll at least keep her comfortable. So, all right, I will meet you over there at the budget book. Okay, back at the budget book. I missed the budget book yesterday. Sorry about that. But I didn't spend any money on Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's good. A couple more green check marks. I have been shopping on Amazon though, but I've been putting things in and out of my cart. In the cart and then into the save for later. But I am starting my Christmas shopping, and I got a couple of ideas from my kids, so that's good. I want to have that all done sooner rather than later. And like I've said before, I do have the money in an account that I started for Christmas, and I'm going to continue to do that, and it'll start over again in December. And I try and put $100 in there every month, which I was able to do. So far, so good. That was a good plan. I've had a lot of expenses this year. I mean, to the point where it's ridiculous. So it's really hard when you're on a low income to stay out of debt, but I think the trick is to not get overwhelmed with the debt. You know, at least try and not do more than what you can pay off in a short period of time. Now, I am still paying on my generator, which I wanted for years, just for the security of not worrying about having the power go out. I mean, our infrastructure is getting pretty old, and it's also vulnerable to attacks, even though, you know, they do try and maintain it. It's a constant job for these people to stay one step ahead of the nefarious people that want to do us harm. So whatever the scenario is, you know, I think it's a good thing to be prepared. And for me, it's a security measure. So my generator will be paid off in January, and I did that same as cash. I've mentioned that before. I like doing things that way. That way I can get things I need a little sooner than if I would have to save the money and then pay for it. So, you know, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But I thought it was important to get the generator before winter, because that can be devastating if your power goes out in the winter and you don't have heat and you don't have light. You know, it could be a life or death situation, and I don't want that. So I don't regret doing that. So anyway, so I do have to pay that off, and hopefully by January I'll be back to being debt-free again. But that worked out really well for me this year, even with the expenses that I've had, because I do have an emergency savings account, which was also a blessing. But I still have a couple of big ticket items that need to be done. The deck will get done in the spring now, So I have to have the money to pay for that, and that's going to be about $6,000 because I'm getting the more expensive, what do you call it? It's not wood, it's, it's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, composite, that's it. The composite material, because I don't want to have to deal with a rotted deck again. God willing, I live longer, and I don't want to deal with these issues ever again. So hopefully, at least for the next 20 years, a lot of these big ticket items will be taken care of. And that's kind of my goal. So I don't know how long my air conditioner is going to last. I did not have that replaced with the furnace because I can live without air conditioning, but I need the heat in the winter. So that was my latest thing that went on the fritz, was my furnace. So that's been taken care of. And that was $3,000. My roof was 10, I think it was 10. The windows so far that I've had replaced, I'm doing a few at a time. Those have been about 4,000-ish. My front window, that was over $1,000 because it's two very big, huge windows together. And I couldn't even see out the window, so it needed to be done. But the windows, I can hold off on those for a little bit, but the deck is rotting, and I don't want to fall through it. And besides that, rotted wood attracts ants, you know, the big black ones, so I don't want to deal with those. So with the deck, I'm having it extended a little bit bigger. And it's not that much more to do that. So anyway, those are my plans, and you know what they say about the best laid plans. So I say the Serenity Prayer a lot, and sometimes you find yourself in that situation where you really don't have too many choices, so you have to find the strength to get through it. So anyway, if you've never heard the Serenity Prayer, it goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Amen. I think we all need to say that every now and then. And so anyway, I'm a big believer in prayer. It's worked miracles in my life in the past, and I'm a big believer. So whether you are or whether you aren't, you know, that's a personal thing. But for me, I will give it to Jesus, whatever the problem is. And I know that I may not understand why things happen the way they do at that moment in time, but it's always been for the good, for my good. Anyway, that's all I have on my budget book chat for this morning. I'm making myself a roux here, just flour and butter, about equal parts, till it's a little bit browned. And I'm making myself a gravy to take along to the Thanksgiving feast. And for a broth, I'm using this. I got this at the Asian store. So that's what I'm doing this morning, and then I'll take this with me. So this is about done. And I'm just going to add this warmed up, and I added some garlic and herb seasoning to it. So it'll be like an herb gravy. And I'm going to let that cook until it thickens up a little bit. And this will be ready to go. All right. So here it is all done. Just the right thickness, and the flavor is great. So all I have to do is take my chicken, and I already have my stuffing thawed, and everything else there I can eat. Plant-based. Well, all right, I'm going to be headed off to the family Thanksgiving shortly. I have all my pies. They weigh a lot because they're 3 huge pies. So I'm taking some pumpkin spice liqueur and some pumpkin spice whipped cream and regular whipped cream. I never like to go empty-handed when I go somewhere. So that's what I'm doing today, and I hope all of you have a very blessed and calm and peaceful Thanksgiving. And I'll be back tomorrow. So in the meantime, I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share. And thanks for watching.